What's up, you guys? It's your girl CASwCOY back on this channel with another video. If you're at the title and you already know what today's video is going to be about, so without further ado, let's get right into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you haven't already, please make sure you click that Linktree link that's in the description box below so you can be updated on all CASwCOY content, and so you can join my Discord server, which is exclusive for all of my coils and where I'll be answering questions from now on. Quick shout out to the following Patreons on the screen. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and what I do on this channel. And if you haven't already, please make sure you sub to my Patreon. It is currently only $1. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's get into today's video. What's up, you guys? I know that you probably missed me. I've missed myself too, but I come bearing gifts and I'll have an explanation at the end of this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to update your cracked game and your base game and how to get the new kit packs legally through EA, of course. The first step to updating your cracked and your base game is always going into your EA or your Steam app on your PC or your laptop and making sure that base game is updated. By this time, if you haven't already updated your Sims 4 updater, or if you have not got the new kit packs, all you have to do is click that big update button that's going to be in your EA or Steam. The next step that I love to do and recommend for everyone is repair your game. If you have EA, all you have to do is click that manage button and repair should be right there under your list of options. After you do that, you're good to move on to the next step, which includes the Sims 4 updater, so make sure you still have that application. A lot of people always ask, are they good to delete the EA DLC unlocker and the Sims 4 updater? And I always say no, because if you have complications with your game or if you need to update, you will need those two applications. Now what I'm doing is just going into my files and typing in my search bar Sims 4 updater. If you still have the application, it should come up. I've downloaded this multiple times, so I do have multiple folders with the Sims 4 updater name. You're going to want to find the already extracted file with the Sims 4 plumb bob icon on it and double click. If you do have the folder and need to extract it again, you can do so. It's really quick and easy. Watch my previous videos if you don't understand what I mean. Once you launch the application, you may get a notes pop-up that just has clarification things that Anadius wants you to know. It might also pop up a box that you need to X out of, and then you might need to launch the Sims 4 updater again. It just depends. Just watch this step closely if you get something a little bit different than what I have on the screen. Now, once you launch up the box, it will have a big update button in the middle. You're going to click that and it's going to have an option. Do you have the legit game? Yes or no. By legit game, they mean the base game. Did you purchase the base game before you downloaded the cracked game? If you did, you're going to click yes. You're going to get a pop-up of all the new kit and stuff packs, or even the new expansion packs if there is any at the time for download, and you're going to select which ones you want and which ones you don't want. I wanted all of them, so of course I selected all of them. You're going to get an authorization screen, which is why mine's turned black, and you're going to approve it, and then after that the packs will start downloading. When the packs are done uploading and you get this screen and it says DLC unlocker status not installed, I'm going to walk you guys through how to get it to say install. This is a common concern under a lot of my videos, even though I explain this in probably every single one of my cracked game updating videos, but I will explain it again. You're going to want to open up your EA DLC unlocker. So the same way we found our Sims 4 updater, you're going to go to your files, you're going to type in EA DLC unlocker, and you're going to find the folder. Now this folder is a little different and it has a bunch of games. You're going to want to bypass all of that and scroll all the way to the bottom until you see the application set up. Once you see that, you're going to double click on it. A black box should appear with typewriter like text, and you're going to see it's going to have a bunch of numbers like 1 through 8 or something varying like that, and at the top it says DLC unlocker not installed, or DLC not installed, something along those lines, but it's going to be red. How we make it green is in your handy dandy keyboard, you're going to type in the number 1. Just press the number 1 and press enter. That's going to fix that DLC unlocker not installed. You may get an authorization screen. All you have to do is confirm it, accept it, press yes. And then we're going to open up our Sims 4 updater again. When we open it up again, it is now going to say installed and it's going to be green. But we're not done yet. We have to do the handy dandy repair step. So if you see that big update button, there should be a tiny repair button right next to it. Big update button, tiny repair button. Click on the repair button button and it's going to repair all of those game files. And after that is done, you can then launch your cracked game, not your base game. Do not go into the EA or the Steam's app and open up the game. That is your regular base game. The packs are not there. You're going to go to your cracked game location. If you do not know what I'm talking about or referring to, please refer to some of my previous videos on where I show you and talk about that. Also, you can head to my Patreon. I have like a 30-minute detailed tutorial. I also have timestamps, so you do not have to watch the whole 30 minutes if you're just looking for one thing. And I explain all of that in those videos, and I will also have those videos linked in the description for you guys. And as you can see, when I launch up my cracked game, I have the lovely new kit packs in my game, and it's that simple, you guys. It's like 3 steps. But now that I come bearing gifts and I gave you guys your gifts, let's move into the nitty-gritty of this video, and that is mods. So if you've been up to date on your game, you know recently Sims came out with a new update, and the update completely reworked the main menu screen. So the first mod I want to talk about is a main menu override by the creator on the screen. This creator has made so many overrides that are cute and aesthetically pleasing, and I've personally downloaded so many of them. Regarding this specific override, I'm going to tag below a lot of my favorites that I did see when I was looking for an override, because I honestly hate the main menu update. But obviously with this mod, you can only have one override in your game at a time. So like I said, I'll link below some of my favorites. A lot of main menu screens, they do have like whitish backgrounds on the sides, and I had to refrain from doing that because, as you can see, my font is in white, so it would be really hard to see those buttons or those words. So I just got something that was pink. It's on theme with what I like. So that pretty much wraps up that override. Let's move on to the next one. The next override I want to talk about is the custom content wrench override by the creator on the screen. Originally, I thought this was just a cast override, but it also works on build by mode and in gallery. Anything that has custom content or is custom content will now have this cute little custom bow. Now I used the bow, but there's a ton of other ones that you could use. I just thought the bow was so cute to tie together all of the pink that I have in my game. It's also like just the right size. It's not too big or not too small, and it's also really visible, so I like that as well. And you guys know I go feral for those little details. But that pretty much wraps up that override. Let's move on to the next cast mod. The next mod I want to get into plays into that realism that I love oh so much. This is the more cast traits by the creator on the screen. This gives your Sims new custom traits that they would not have in the regular base game or with regular base packs. You have packs like warm-hearted that says these Sims genuinely care about others. They make good lovers and best friends. They will do anything to make sure you are happy. It makes them happy. You also have other traits like beauty lover. Beauty lovers like to take care of their body and enjoy pampering themselves. You have traits like clean girl, e-boy, e-girl. You also have traits that seem almost useless, like perfect pitch. These Sims have a flawless pitch and are quite talented at building musical skills. These can be used to create so many cool and fun storylines. These give your Sims a sense of individuality. They have personality more than they would with the regular base game traits. I really love this mod because it adds that realism to my game, adds that real personality and flair to my Sims. Let's move on to the next and last cast mod that I have for you guys. A lot of people always ask me, how do I get my Sims to pose in game or in cast? In game, I use the Andrew pose player. In cast, I use cast traits pose pack. In this video, I will be showing you the pose pack that I use by the creator on the screen. Now, how these pose packs works is very simple. For most creators, they will give you a variety of traits to choose from that will be your cast trait trigger, and once you click on that trait or give your Sim that trait, your Sim will pose like so. For this specific pose pack, I did choose multiple different cast trait triggers to demonstrate it for you guys, but if you're like me and you download a lot of different pose packs from the same or different creators, you're going to want to choose a different trigger for each pose pack that you do download. Like I said, you can download a lot of pose packs from the same creator or different creators, and 9 times out of 10 they will have variety of which traits you want to be your trigger. Using these cast traits post packs really helped me out when it comes to making thumbnails, just to show you guys what my Sims look like. It's much better than going into game and then using the Andrew pose player. I use the Andrew pose player in game for more detailed poses. If I just want a cute peace sign or a cute little model pose, I will use CAS and I will use those post packs. But that pretty much wraps up that mod. Let's move into some in-game mods. This next mod I want to talk about is another one of those tiny little realistic details that I wanted to add into my game, and this is the functional wine glass override by the creator on the screen. This gives your sim a classy wine glass anytime they make an alcoholic drink. All I had to do was take my sim Paris, have her go to a bar and make herself a drink. After the drink is all done, shaken up and ready to go, she's going to have a beautiful wine glass in her hand. To me, it just gives such a classy and demure look to the game and to my Sims in general. Like, it just makes them look so classy and proper and prissy, and I low-key like it. It's super functional. As far as I know, it doesn't have any bugs and it's really easy to use and really realistic. It's one of those little minute details that I love to add. But that wraps up that mod. Let's move on to the next. This next in-game override is something that I've talked about before. It's one of those little details that make me so happy every time I open up this feature, and that is the wall tool override by the creator on the screen. Like I said before, I've talked about wall tool overrides in my previous mods videos, but this one specifically is really cute and girly and definitely goes with my aesthetic, with my pink UI. I talked about this override but did not show it. I only linked it in the description, but now I actually wanted to put it in my game because if you can remember, the wall tool override that I did have, I believe, was like a pencil. But with my new pink loading screen and my pink UI and my new font replacement, I really wanted to add something pink and girly. So that pretty much wraps up this one. Let's move on to the next. This next mod is another one of my favorite new additions into the game, and that is the pool table by the creator on the screen. This is really easy to access. All you have to do is download this pool table from the creator, open up your build and buy mode. You can simply just type in pool and the pool table will appear, and all you have to do is place it in a functional spot in your home. I personally thought that this pool table was going to take up a lot more room than it actually does, which I'm happy about, that it doesn't take up a really big amount of space. So I'm able to put it inside of a game room, inside the home, or even if I make my own bar, I will have ample opportunities to add multiple pool tables or to just add other items and activities for Sims to do. This is really cool if you want to do some type of storytelling or if you just want your Sims to have fun. The animations with this pool table are so great. The Sims talk to each other, interact with each other, they move around the balls on the table. It's honestly so amazing and how detailed the animations actually are. I'm so happy I had this in my game and I can't wait to play with it, so I can't wait for you guys to download it in your game as well. That wraps up that mod. Let's move on to the next and final mod for this video. This last mod is one of my personal favorites, you guys. I know I say this about every single mod, but this override is Chef's Kiss. If you've been watching my mods videos for a while, you know that I love the TV overrides. This is the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas special override by the creator on the screen. It works just like any other TV override that I have. It comes as a pack and you can only have one TV override at a time. Just go to any functional TV in your house or your apartment or wherever your Sims live, and it will be a list of all of the performances from the Sabrina Carpenter's Christmas special. My favorites are obviously the ones with Chapel Roan and Cindy Lou Who, but I am going to show you guys briefly a little bit of my other favorites as well because this override was done perfectly. There's no bugs, it works great. Like, I'm literally so in love and I love it so much, and y'all know how I love realism in my game and that representation as well. So I just feel like my Sims are just like me. Like, I could really make a Sim that looks like me and have them do the same things like me. But that pretty much wraps up that override. Let me get into explaining where I've been, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but recently it's been the start of the spring semester here at my college. So one of the reasons why I've been MIA is because I've really been trying to lock down and focus on my studies. Also, if you guys have not watched my most recent video, which would be the video before this one, I briefly talked about how I had a lot of pain in like my kidney, gallbladder, appendix area. It was really bad, guys. I was in a lot of pain, but recently it's subsided. I don't have any pain in that area anymore. I still have some follow-up doctor's appointments to figure out if there is still anything wrong, but I'm good now. And also another thing I want to add, not that it's anyone's fault, not that it's any of my coils fault or any of my supporters, but my Discord has been kind of dry recently, so I'm kind of reconsidering like purging the Discord and just starting fresh with more new active members. I know I promote my Discord as a place to ask questions, but I also want to have that Discord to connect with people, and I feel like it's very hard for me to do so when nobody in my Discord even communicates or talks to each other. And again, that's no fault of anyone, not you guys at all. It is my fault. I have not put in as much initiative to be active as I should have, so again, that is my fault. So if you guys are in the Discord right now and you notice one day that the Discord is gone, it's most likely because I'm revamping it completely to be a community where people can talk and interact with each other and also get closer to me as well. But that's pretty much all I have for the life update. My closing message for today is focus on your studies, go to class, do your work, turn in your work, guys. I believe in you, and I hope you guys believe in me too as we both embark on our academic journey together. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you haven't already, please make sure you click that Linktree link in the description box below so you can be updated on all CASwCOY content, also so you can join my Discord server for the time that it is still there, and also so you can join my Patreon, which is currently only $1. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. CASwCOY signing off.